welcome to the 25% of China, and we're here with Eduardo and Devendao on the front row. Then it's Versio, Damian Castro, Davey Kira, and Jensen Olsen. The rest of the top 10 is Ocampo, Headley, Bogsorov, and Tyree, with Liv being a P11, for Carlos Fernandez, Felix Weber, Tom Dock, UK Ball, Ultra Bro, Inder Bamness. Then it's J.E. Fenta, Marcus Adelaide, bottom 2 being Lam Fong and Pauls McCream. So here are 25% of China. It is the penultimate round in the season. 5 red lights. And we're underway. Good reaction time from Carlos Eduardo. It looks to be better from Dodge Devendao. He's had a better launch, but the mediums are not going to help him. At the softs will have more grip off the starting line. This is allowing Eduardo to stay ahead. Devendao keeps P2, Castro in P3 from Versio and Dewi Sarakiera, who had a really good race last time out on an absolute gamble towards the end. It gave him P5 and his best result of the season with his first ever points, as Jensen Olsen 5-second time penalty for hitting Davey Sarakiera, the number 44, has been penalised. Lam Fong at the bottom. This is not looking good for his championship right now, as he is currently leading, but this will not do anything good to the result. No matter what, he will be still in championship contention in the final round, which is the 35% of Bahrain. So yeah, we do know he's going to still be the championship contention no matter what, because he's currently the leader. Speaking of the leader, 1.2 seconds is the lead that Carlos Eduardo has in the Gulf UK team from Devendao and Castro. They're P2 and 3, but they're also the top 2 on medium tyres, as Versio is right behind. Fenta gets a penalty because of collision. Dacia not having a good day today, as many cars swerving off the track. And Fernandez in P13, he was seen in that place in Fuji last time out, as we've got a whole train and gaggle of cars. We came all around the outside of the first corner. It's an interesting line. It looked like it was going to work, but Adelaide already piling the pressure onto the Briton. As I'm checking right now the World Championship, Lam Fong currently leads it by 9.5 seconds to Marcus Adelaide. So Adelaide, the championship rival, also having a terrible race, which means J.D. Fenta is probably in a good place if he can move up in towards points, but he's in P11 right now, and Tyree is 4th in the championship, 16.5 points back. And look where he is. He is down to P10. That'll already be a 1-point game. Now, in terms of drivers in contention of the championship, right now, we've got quite a few drivers. Most of our drivers are in contention of the championship still. However, as it stands, it is looking to go the way of Fong at the moment. Eduardo, who's leading this race, is not as high in the championship, as he is quite a bit down. He's P17. As out of the race goes Versio. Oh, the AF Corsa is out, and many people seem to be coming into pits, I think. Yeah. People on softs getting rid of their tyres. This is perfectly timed for them. As yes, the WEC may be ending, but they have gained time nonetheless. Versio being out though, it officially confirms that he's out of contention of the championship. He's currently P18 in the championship, but he's now out of this race and out of contention. As out of the pits, Fernandez, he is the one leading the pack now that came into the pit lane. And does this give him the net race lead? It might possibly do so. Eduardo and many others, so it looks to be Eduardo, Headley, Tyree Dock, then Bamness all the way down to Adelaide, unable to get a pit stop in. Despite being on the softs, WEC just came out too late for them, and that is a very unfortunate result there, as they are going to be losing quite a bit of time. They're just going to have to hope that their overcut is going to have to work. Although it's obviously not going to work, they're just going to have to hope that it's a better strategy overall. As down this straight, the quickest straight on the track, Devendao activates his DRS. He is coming for Eduardo right now on the 3rd lap of 14 here. Now Devendao he is also pretty far down the championship. His chances, though, they're not completely gone. He is going to be pushing towards Eduardo into the final corner. Eduardo goes in the pit lane, he bails out, and Demento gets no DRS actually. He got ahead too early. As Ocampo down the inside of Castro, by the looks of it, he switches to the outside. Now, yeah, I've seen many drivers go to the outside of that corner, and it looks intentional. So this is a little bit weird going on from the Gulf driver and many others, such as A.G.E, who's done that right at the start of the race. As Cerqueira fighting Castro, he moves up into P2. Now, yeah, Fernandez still leader of these guys who have already pit. The Power Motorsport only 13.4 seconds back on De Benedetto. Now they'll be praying this strategy works, as he's going to be closing to Marcus Adelaide very soon in the Toyota, whose tyres are completely gone, 24%. Honestly, they may not even last another lap. Or he could possibly do what Cerqueira did last race, but I feel like this track is still too abrasive for the tyres to go an extra lap. So yeah, these guys are definitely going to start to struggle a lot. As Eduardo is getting closed in on, Adelaide. You can see Fernandez right in the back there. As Power Motorsport are just trying to make use of their few races that they seem to be able to get as a privateer team. Fernandez P21 the championship with 6 points. He is ahead of Paul McQueen currently, who's not scored, which is unfortunate for him. As Castro enters the pit onto hard tyres, and he's gonna slow down also, which slows down others. This is a huge helping hand for Fernandez as he goes down the inside of Marcus Adelaide. Fernandez is now P2 in the 25% of China. This is incredible stuff that's going on here. Actually, I should say the 25% of Shanghai is the actual name there. I just got confused. It's literally down the inside of Adelaide. The AF Corsa in P3 now. And that will be P2 very soon once Bogdasarov comes into the pit lane. But how long will this BMW stay out? 32% on his tyres, which means he is at risk of a puncture. Of course, punctures, they completely ruin races. We've seen it before, not just in this series, but in F1. As now he leads by only 5.2 seconds from the Power Motorsport, who's right behind. As Carlson Waller, oh no, dear me, he's got a puncture. Adelaide and De Benedetto, they make contact. Adelaide's stuck on the wall, and that could have been golden there. Oh, that man, it is going to be golden for Bogdasarov. The VSC is deployed. And into the pits comes the Frenchman. Adelaide flips in the air, wavers out. And that there is a very huge incident. The biggest we've seen in the WEC so far. Bogdasarov gaining some time here as he goes out of his pit box on the fresh hard tyres. Will he be able to carry these to the end? Well, we'll find out, as in the pits as well comes the cream to get off the mediums. He is going on to soft tyres at the Porsche. Thierry Headley comes in for hards. Now Fernandez leads this race in a privateer team, which is absolutely outstanding here. As A.G.E will P3 for BMW, he is going to be pitting probably this lap. The tyres are falling off massively. As JD Fender, is he going to go for the outside move? It looks like he might do it. He's going around the outside, down the inside, he fails to get it. So A.G.E will keep P3, but is it really worth defending in a time like this? When the tyres are falling off, you need to be really careful. As the Spaniard who's leading will be due a pit soon, but we all know the true winner from this first half of the race is Daniel Bogdasarov, who has got the net race lead theoretically. Now, yes, he is behind those who's pit 1 lap ago, Ocampo and Castro. Ocampo chasing down Tyree. The Alpine needs to do something because he is losing a lot of ground in the championship ever since round 4. Of course, it's round 6 now, as Fernandez staying out And Livery comes into the pits for F Corsa. UK Wall pits as well. I see his team getting his tyres out ready. Tyree leading this whole train here as UK Wall comes in for soft tyres. And my throat, it is dying a lot. Sorry about that. I can't help it. Here I went around the outside of Livery. He can't go for the move down around the outside. Down the inside was a possibility, but it would have been a bit too risky. It looks like he's liking the outside line because Fenter around the outside. Is he able to find more traction than Livery? Because Livery's tires they're going off a lot. Venter's are not. So this is the perfect opportunity for the South African driver to get ahead, but Eduardo passes by up into P3. And so here we go down the inside. He passes Livery. Eduardo takes second place, but the 5 second time is there, and he's got the outside line. It's a worst line overall. Livery's up into P2. Eduardo's still there. They almost touch wheels. Livery moves to avoid contact as DRS is enabled for Livery down the back straight. He is looking to get through into P2 once and for all. He's going to try. And he goes down the inside. He's through into second place, but he goes deep. Too deep, in fact. Eduardo is still right with him. And he goes up in P2. Fernandez pits for Power Motorsport. And following right behind him goes Livery as he pits on the softs. Now, I can't tell what tyres Power Motorsport are putting Fernandez onto. But a virtual safety car is deployed. And it's for David Cerquera, who is out of the 25% Shanghai. The car's despawned already. As leaving the pits comes Fernandez. Once again, a virtual safety car interfering with pit stops. And this is pure gold for Fernandez. Like I said it was for Balsara with the previous virtual safety car. Well, it's been flipped up on its head. VSC is ending with cream on them tyres for 2 laps. Fernandez right there. He's got him already. It's been a perfect getaway for the Spaniard, the number 14. Who moves up ahead. He's going down the inside of Ultra, I think. Ultra forced wide. And that is Fernandez back up at the P9 because McCream did get back ahead. Eduardo and Fenter 1-2 at the moment. Fenter, of course, he would be in the lead right now if it wasn't, if Eduardo's penalty would actually visibly show where he'd be. Apparently, I know what I'm saying, you might not, but I do. Oh well. Anyways, a camera down the inside of Damian Castro in the Aston Martin. The Aston trying his best. Bogdasarov though moves through. And wait, I'm looking at the wrong guy. I'm meant to be looking at Sebastian Campo. He's the one who moves through. He's got a penalty as well. The softs are there falling off massively as down the inside, McCream getting up ahead. And oh, into the wall goes Livery, making contact with Carlos Fernandez, the Power Motorsport. Livery has a penalty, and this is causing a blockade. This is ruining the races of those who were called and have recently pit. Us yellow flags are gone now. We're back to green flag racing. El Cabo serves his pit stop. Cream coming in for mediums. I meant to say penalty, sorry. It's Fernandez, leader of the soft tyre runners. He is following right behind Castro, Boxar, Blanfong, Fenter, and Eduardo. Fenter though pulling 3 seconds out. This lead is immaculate. It's incredible. It's what he needs to offset the penalty. And this is due to a 1 lap tyre offset. I told you last race these tyre offsets make the difference. And I'm not lying. They truly do make the difference. As Fernandez, he's being overdue an overtake here. He has got to go for it down this back straight, I think. I was like, there's no way to do it. He's not going to go down the back straight. He's doing it around the corner instead. What incredible skill that is. And enabling DRS goes him and Castro. Castro takes back P5. Fernandez does not want to give up. Power Motorsport will still try, I think. Is he good down the inside of the hairpin? No, he's not. He's going to let them slip up himself, but his tires are now falling off. I guess this pit stop just wasn't worth it. As DRS active again. And he's going to go switching lines. This is incredible up into P4. As Fender comes in for a second pit stop on the soft tires. Power Motorsport are now 4 and non-existent. They're just force. And now that lead starts to expand for Carlos Eduardo. This is perfect. Gulf showing they got the pace, but 4 more laps after this one. Do they have pace to carry these tyres as long as they can? Will they have to make another pit stop? Because if they do, this could go well in the direction of those who've recently hit. JD Venter, one of them, but 5 laps on soft is a very tricky challenge, as also you have to try and carve through some traffic. You cable first them, as the BMW is going to start hold up the Dacia, I would imagine. As down the back straight, we can see the lead for Eduardo is over 4 seconds. Cable can't defend, it doesn't look like he's trying to defend. Fender takes the place with ease as Cable almost into the wall. Fender down the inside of livery in the air of course. He is driven to P9 and P8 could be his soon. The 966 looking ahead of the 44, and he might just do it. He does do it. That is very easy. A move that may look extremely easy compared to when Fernandez did it. He could not get it done. Castro coming at the pits, Headley causing a collision. It's gave him a penalty. Onto mediums goes the Canadian driver. Fernandez will be due to hit this lap, and he will have 3 more laps to go. Once he hits onto a fresh set of tyres, 32%, they are not manageable to the end. They will puncture if he tries to go to the end of the race, as Ocampo sets the fast lap of everyone. And you go down the inside, Dominic Benedetto, P11 here. And it's not looking good for him, as his tyres are going to wear out for the end of the race. Benedetto moves up into P10, Headley drops P11. This is not good for the man who's still in contention for the championship. It's been an awful race. It's not the race he would have wanted at all. As this corner is a very important corner to get right. If you don't get it right, you're going to have no pace down this back straight. And no pace down the back straight means you've just lost a lot of time to the car that is right behind you. We are looking at this. This is a 4.7 second lead. 4.9. There is still a chance that if Eduardo pits, he can still be ahead of those behind him. But it would be way too close, as Boxov struggling for grip there, as well as Lamfong. Fernandez, I don't know if he was struggling as much. He probably was, because the gap just seemed to have increased. As around the final corner, Eduardo pits. Does he pit? Yeah, he does, but I was not going to say that. Boxarov also pitting Fernandez. He's coming into the pits. As Eduardo, virtual safety car. It's out for Sebastian Ocampo, who's car on fire in the pit lane. Now those in pit, once again I'm going to say it, they have benefited massively. Eduardo comes up the pit to P7 from Boxarov and Fernandez. All the guys ahead of them are on extremely worn tyres. This could be a very good day for drivers like Eduardo and Boxarov, especially Boxarov, as he's only 41 points behind in the championship. A result like this could put him in contention in the final round. However, it's going to be close. He needs to make sure he outscores Fong by 2 points, as assuming no other drivers get ahead of him in the championship. So yeah, Boxarov 5 second time of causing collision. That is not good at all. This might be the race ruiner for him, as Fernandez moves up into P8 ahead of Jensen Olsen. And Dorito Vendetto, he has been overtaken by Eduardo. Boxarov down the inside. Fernandez will be on him soon. However, he looks to be going slowly. He's taking this carefully as he tries to go for the inside line. It's not worked out as the detection point has been hit. He's going to go through in P7. However, he's lost a lot of time at Boxarov and Eduardo. Lamfong leading. He would preferably want to stay out to the end for championship's sake. But with only 2 more laps left, I don't think it's possible. He will have to pit. He's not pitting though. Of course, a 9.5 point lead in the championship is a very good thing to have. And it's over Adelaide, who's out of the race. Dementa will get a penalty as well. So he's been on stop for 3 laps. It's just not working out for him. He's gotten to 0 pace. He's been on there for 4 laps now. Tyree moves up into P8. Is he out of nowhere back into the championship hunt? With only 1 more round left after this one. Well, we can't put it out the equation. as Fernandez on the medium tyre, he moves ahead of Tom Dock. The SMP drops down. Fernandez in P6, and he's got McCream just ahead. He's got a 3-lap tyre offset though to McCream. So this race could go very well for Fernandez. He scored some decent points last time out. Now he's looking to improve on that. It is looking very likely for him to do so. Now 21% I think that says. So never mind, it is possible to go to the end for Lam Fong. But Fenter will be looking to take the lead from himself. And for only 1 lap to go, he's able to stay out. But of course, right behind is Carlos Eduardo, the man who's not even been in this championship fight. It's still possible, assuming something happens to Lam Fong here. Eduardo coming down the back straight. He's not even had DRS, but he's still closing on these guys. As Fong struggling for grip, Eduardo uses his grip that he's got, and he gets up into P2. This is incredible. As we are looking to a last lap battle here. For the lead, the race is out of the race goes McCream. And that's a car on 2 wheels, which you never want to see. Virtual safety car is deployed. Fernandez looking for a P4 result as it stands. It would be better for him if he could get on the podium. It's certainly not impossible with the field at the front. It's been bunched up as if it was a regular safety car. This is something you never see. But it is absolutely incredible. We are going to be getting a last lap battle. And it's going to be a good one, I think. As Fernandez will be desperate to get on the podium. Shanghai, this is his best opportunity. Eduardo putting his foot to the metal. The 87 chasing down the 966. And round the outside, Eduardo's going to try and go for the lead. He's not going to get it done yet. He's going to wait for this inside line. He pulls back. He pulls back. I think he might be waiting for DRS. And if he's not, it could be costly. And he's going to go down the inside of Fender, I think. And he is. He's going for it. And the two, they avoid contact. Fender, though, he gets DRS. He'll be getting DRS down this back straight. And this is absolutely perfect for him. But with less grip on the tyres, they're on 0%. They're on 0%, and there's punctures. Punctures are coming out for him. And this is not at all what he wanted. He is dropping down the field. And he's held up Lam Fong in the process. Fernandez is P2. But Eduardo, he is the man who will take the win in the 25% of Shanghai. And this is one hell of a result. He wins. Fernandez will get P2 from Bogdasarov's penalty. Tyree was going to get P3. He is going to be in absolute awe in a very good way. Fender drops to P9. Yellow flag the first second. I think someone's just hit the wall at the very end there. Livery's going to get P13 at the end of it. Ina Bablis, it's a full car puncture for the Dacia. They've had full car punctures, both of them on the final lap. And to Benedetto, he has also got a full car puncture on all 4 tyres. But what a final round we have got set up for us. This is going to be crazy. Now Lam Fong, he's got a hand on the trophy. He has definitely got a hand on it. Now Fenter, he was P3 in the championship. That result will completely knock his confidence. That P2 would have been something for him. It would have been something that accelerated him upwards. But it's not worked out for him. Devento crossed the line last place. Of course, the penalty will not affect him. He was last. And as a result of that, Fernandez, I forgot to change the flag again. Sorry, it's the Spanish flag, not the Nigerian. I'm just reminding you again. Eduardo winner with the 25% of Shanghai from Carlos Eduardo. The privateer team getting a podium, which is pretty surprising. As Tyree managing to get on the podium finally, it took him a while, but he's finally back there. Got his first podium since Spa round 2. And of course, this is now his 3rd point scoring result of the season. But with that, we're done. Let's listen to the Brazilian national anthem. Eduardo, winner of today's race from Fernandez, Tyree, Lampfog, Mogsarov, Castro, UK Ball, Ultra Fenter, Tom Dock, Olsen, Livery, Headley, Bamless, Devento. After the retirees, we had McCream, Ocampo, Sarkera, Weber, Adelaide, and Versio. That's it for the 25% of Shanghai. We'll see you next time in Bahrain. 35% of Bahrain, where we will conclude the season. So we'll see you next time when the WEC returns for its season finale. Goodbye.